Previously on the Disney Matter podcast. You know what Epcot is, Lena?
It's the big, golf ball looking thing?
Yes, the big golf ball! I was missing one thing though. Healthcare. And that is how the wonders of life began.
What's your favourite of mine?
Have you been in it, Rick?
Oh yeah, brother.
There is one attraction I did leave out. Let's talk about Cranium Command. You see, so Cranium Command began off as an idea called Head Trip, which was shown alongside another show called Tooth Follies, and it was all about the marvel of dentistry, and you would go into this massive head and you would see the toothbrush brush the teeth while you're inside the mouth.
Okay, what is this with this park's obsession with, dentistry? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for, healthy teeth and stuff, but, really? I'm not that big of a fan of
It was only this area. You could just walk into Wonders of Life and go and see the blood ride and be, blood. Or you could leave, go next door to Test Track, which was, race cars.
I think I'd take race cars over the dentists, honestly.
Thanks, Rick. The Cranium Command evolved into what it is now, based on the 1943 propaganda short film known as Reason and Emotion.
Sorry, you just say propaganda?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Walt Disney done a lot of propaganda films back in the day. It was created for remind the public to keep their emotions in check during the war effort. It hasn't aged well.
No, the fact that you had to use the word propaganda.
So it split the brain into its two sides. You had the serious, less emotional side of the brain that was a man in a suit, and the emotional side was a woman in a dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we loved sexism.
They had to evolve this idea, so after much tweaking, it became another Star Trek parody, but it's the brain would be the Enterprise, and they have four audio animatronics, but the budget dictated that they could only afford one, and by the name of Captain Cortex. Sadly, they didn't like that name, so they later named this audio animatronic Buzzy. Buzzy is adorable. He wants to join this group called the Cranium Commandos, who they're the people inside your brain, and they're the people running it. And
there was a Beano comic about this.
Yeah, it's
Brainiacs or something like that.
Yes. It was also inspiration for this whole ride. Inspired Inside Out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah. I can see the sadness as glasses from here.
It's one of the person that animated this ride is actually the lead animator of Pixar at the moment. He made Up, Inside Out. I've got the name written down. I am smart. I did research.
You did research.
Damn.
Big budget.
Yeah, it's Doctor, who later became the director of Monsters Inc., Up, Soul, and Inside Out. So this ride without this ride, the Inside Out would not be a thing. But you entered the ride under a giant marquee that had Buzzy on top, and this character called General Knowledge.
No.
General Knowledge.
No.
Yeah, he was this tough army character based on the movie Full Metal Jacket, and he was voiced by Corey Burton, he's voiced so many characters. He's done the announcers for many rides. He did the when we got the old DVDs, not DVDs, the VHS for Disney.
I was literally born.
And you put it at you had these VHSs, and they showed the trailers beforehand, and they had the now for your feature presentation.
And now, our feature presentation.
That was the voice. He done all these voices. He in Kingdom Hearts he was the voice of Ansem the Wise, and in Atlantis he voiced the character called Mo. He's such a massive catalogue he's got, but And you first see this digital counter telling you how long to show, because it was one of those shows where it's like you have to like wait for like every 20 minutes for it to run.
Okay.
But once you're ushered in this tall room where a movie screen plays, and it's an animated segment where general knowledge is giving the Cranium Commandos their mission. And the mission being you're to pilot a human brain. And after an explanation saying like, oh yeah, this is this part of the brain, this is that part of the brain, stumbling and late is Buzzy, who is general knowledge is just angry about and decides, hey, I hate you.
No.
Here's the hardest mission of them all. A 12-year-old boy. That's the hardest mission. And they call the child the most unstable craft in the
Why are they
fleet.
referring to children as vessels? That's so creepy.
Well, that's what they do. This
God.
child is inside your brain, Lena.
Why
No,
is
I
he
see-
inside a child?
No, please.
It's like whatever you're about to say, Buzzy is in charge
No,
of
I
that.
don't have any free will. Nothing is real.
You have no free will.
He lives in you.
But it's after Buzzy is like sent away. He's afraid, and as the pre-show ends, as general knowledge addresses the guests. Like,
You go bricks, this ain't no spectator sport. Where do you think you are, Disney World? Get your strollers in there and hustle!
and you go into the main theatre for the main show.
Wow.
That's where the fun
That's-
begins.
This is where the fun begins, as you enter the theatre and you see, like, it's like a big pink shaped, there's like everything's pink, and you see two screens in front of you, and these are eyes, and you realise, oh yeah, this is shown as you're in a 12-year-old boy's head.
Yay. Really where I wanted to be exactly right at this.
And you can finally now see Buzzy. You can now see like what Buzzy looks like, and it's like he's a like wee small. I'll get the image for you. He looks adorable, honestly. Like he looks just like his wee.
Oh my
like-
god.
He looks like
What?
a nightmare. He looks like I'm just gonna say he looks like a nightmare.
Those eyes have not seen sleep for 14 years.
So the ride begins as the alarm wakes up, and it's just a rush of like, oh yeah, when the boy's he's late for school, and it's like, oh no, the other body parts, they're trying to catch up, and they're voiced by many popular American comedians at the time, and you had all these different roles like the left and right brain, adrenal glands, and the bladder. But it's a typical day of a 12-year-old. You get up, skip breakfast, miss the school bus, have to run to school, get attacked by a dog. It's, usual. You go to school, you fall in love with the new girl who's your lab partner, and and she's being bullied by a big guy.
Oh.
So what do?
You
You start a food fight.
No, you calmly say,
That's not how it works.
I'm not gonna get involved with this because I'm a socially awkward 12-year-old and I don't have the balls to ask out this girl who's my lab partner, and I don't really care that she's being bullied because lol, not my problem.
Instead, you're dragged to the principal office where you have a panic attack.
Oh wow.
And yeah,
You went
that's,
straight there.
and the whole body starts shutting down, and Buddy's panicking because he's given the threat that if he's not able to control this boy properly, he's going to spend his rest of his life inside the chicken's brain.
Oh, I'd love that. I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna lay some eggs, and then I'm gonna eat some corn, and then I'm gonna sit down, and then I'm gonna make some noise, and then I'm gonna lay some eggs, and then I'm gonna eat some corn. And then I'm gonna
Lena somehow managed to sing this chicken song for the next 5 minutes. Buzzy realised that the in your head, your body doesn't know that the stress can be controlled,
It can.
and some of the phrases they use back then. It's like, oh yeah, it's the stress that your body's realising doesn't realise it's imaginary.
Stress is imaginary.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, so you basically sit there and apologise to the head teacher, and like it's like yes, you're safe. The teacher's like, oh, don't worry, it was all good. You're a good kid. Don't worry about it. And then you get outside. Your crush is waiting. It's just waiting just for you,
Aw.
and gives you a kiss. Your first kiss.
Like where? Like mouth? Like cheek?
On the cheek.
Aw.
This is Disney,
Do you think-
family
do you think they're
friendly.
gonna do like full tongue and everything?
They would not show anything
Oh,
explicit
French
at Walt
kissing.
Disney World. Nothing explicit at Walt Disney World apart from childbirth. That's the only thing you get at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, so I think I'd rather see like a little like like innocent little kiss on the mouth from like 12-year-olds than like a child being born like live action like right here in Disneyland. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's how the ride ends. You're congratulated, like, all right, you're the best of all time, Buzzy. And it's like, oh yeah, it's no thanks to the audience. Thanks, guys, for helping me along.
Did we
It's
we did something?
yeah, you're sat there as moral support.
Ah, of course.
Yeah, it's not the most interactive ride, but there is some elements like the heart is beeping fast, and you can feel your chair go like bumping up and down, and like you can smell like the dog, like wet dog. You can smell like food and being thrown about and all that. But it was a very interesting way they filmed the ride though. It was they got a GoPro, attached it to a child, got him to run about, and they broadcast it to the screens. So it was all to make sure that it's all a child's perspective.
Yeah.
And it can be a bit disorientating. But the guy that directed this is directed Beauty and the Beast, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Atlantis.
Damn.
And the reason he got those jobs was because of this ride.
That's
So with-
insane.
Without this ride, we wouldn't have Beauty and the Beast.
Bruh.
It was extraordinary for a time because you have the Buzzy animatronic was difficult to program because back then they couldn't just chuck in a program. They had to like move every single. It's like puppetry,
Yeah.
and they had to like time the words. So they had to like move the chair every time the boy moved to create that illusion of movement. So it was just the director Jerry Reese and his wife Rebecca, who's also a Disney animator, sat down and spent, I think, 4 weeks trying manually working. It was much loved by guests, but the issue was it was right at the back. So the kids would see the making of me and Body Wars first.
No.
But
The good
but
rides.
the good rides, but Cranium Command was hidden from the other exhibits. The thing is, it closed in 2007. Like the whole area closed, but the merch continued. It's still been sold for merch, and the
Wow.
building is just left there, abandoned, and it's only used for special events like the Food and Wine Festival.
Oh, of course.
Well,
That's-
have you heard about the Food and Wine Festival?
I didn't really associate wine with Disney World.
I
Well,
thought not. It's not a
you
spoiler
thought-
that I would tell you.
Well, it's an
No.
interesting. They now use this building as the wine tasting area.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go in there and just taste different wines and that. And Food and Wine is like wines from different places around the world. But the whole building was abandoned and it was just left to dust. The good news is the animatronic for Buzzy was tagged to be put into storage so it would be safe.
Yay? Why do I feel like this is a bad thing?
Yeah, bad news came.
Mm.
News started to be reported on Disney forums in December of 2018 that something had happened. There's these people called urban explorers that they go into like abandoned areas, like look about and take photos of some like things you would never see. Like there's a place nearby called Loudon Castle, which is known as the haunted theme park because vines have grown over the attractions.
Oh yeah, I think you showed me that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and this area became a place for urban explorers. But it was only because an urban explorer found out Buzzy's missing.
Oh no.
The animatronic was gone.
Wait,
And
what?
the next day, Disney reported him missing.
Like a missing person report?
Yeah, the
Wow.
animatronic was gone, and no
Wait.
one knew how it happened.
So like someone like broke in?
Yeah, someone broke in.
Was it like a police report?
Yeah, there's a police report, but there's the question. How do you steal an animatronic from the 7th most popular theme park in the world?
That's insane.
So, I'm going to give you a challenge here.
Oh god.
There we go. So, you really like this animatronic, right? Just imagine this. This is your
Apparently.
child. Apparently, you've just learned about this animatronic.
He's my son.
It's your son. I'm going to give you a map of Epcot, and you'll be able to see the bit. It's up top is to the
Right, you better
top
help me
right.
with this. Okay.
I want you to try and find a way how someone would get into the park.
Oh my god. Rick, I'm gonna need you for this.
You see, like, if you look at Future World East, there's a gold dome.
Yeah.
That is where Buzzy was kept. That was his prison.
Oh my god. Okay.
His rusty prison where he was left, no one, like, just alone.
Wow. Okay, so they didn't just go through the entrance, I'm guessing.
That's a possible way. Which
Um,
treat this as a D&D. Like, how would you?
I mean, you go like, ballsy character would just stroll through the entrance like nobody's business and just rock up. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm taking this animatronic. Deal with it. No one's gonna notice anyway for a few weeks/days." Or I guess you
I
could-
should really give you some stats about in case you wanted to grab some harnesses to carry him out. They estimate Buzzy's entire weight is 200 to 500 pounds in total.
Wow, that's like
So he,
More than 4.
that's at least 4. Okay. Well, there's like loads of little different like paths like leading out of it. So maybe you could like take different paths out. But
so
there's loads of people around, right?
yeah, there's lots of cameras.
Oh, so you'd have to take out the cameras, you know, like maybe like green arrow shoot them out.
Okay, look, one sec. Like, I'm gonna roll a dice, see if you're able to take out the Disney World cameras.
No.
Okay, got 17. You're able to take out the Disney
Sweet.
World cameras.
All right. Okay. So I've taken out the Disney World characters, cameras.
Characters is a
She's
different.
stealing every single character. Help.
I'm currently wearing a Minnie Mouse, like, you know, like the character like suit thing that
Alright.
like the massive ones. So I look
I'll
like
need to
a
roll
Minnie
if you're
Mouse
able
character.
to knock out the person inside the Minnie Mouse.
Can you at least give me a fair like unarmed strike? Maybe I have like a.
You're fairly weakling, so I'm gonna say that's disadvantage.
You what?
Lena,
She's
I'm
not
not.
those things, so.
Yeah, have you seen, like, you don't know who's underneath? It could be a guy just, like, filled with steroids.
You saying I can't take a man full of steroids?
No,
I'll take a man full of steroids
you open it
any day.
up and it could be, like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who
Oh my
knows?
god, if there's Dwayne The Rock Johnson in this Minnie Mouse suit, I swear to god.
It's the great one, the Bromo.
Alright, okay, I rolled a 14. You're lucky it was just Loki inside it. He's dead. You've murdered.
I killed Loki
You
for the
killed
Minnie
Tom.
Mouse suit. No, Tom, I'm so sorry.
It's time to close this case for now, but when we return for our final part, we will discover the truth behind the Cranium Command Caper. We will look at various crimes at the park.
Hawaii like pink police outfits with like little ears on them and their like batons have sparkles on them.
Please stop.
To answer the biggest question.
Oh my god, he's naked, alone and afraid.
His headphones in his car.
Because you become one of the animatronics in the ride.
What happened to Buzzy? See you then, and if it matters, make sure it's a Disney matter.